Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and today we're going to be talking about what is going on out there in the market today, especially from a technicals point of view. So there's going to be a lot of talk about technicals and not so much talking about news. We don't really have that much news going on, but it is important to understand where we're at with the price, what is going on, and where are we heading. Now, XRP price is technically all about triangles, as Ripple eyes the 80 cents. Now, I can tell you already that right now, where we're going is not 80 cents. That's in the not too distant future, as in over the next over the next 24 hours at the very least, we are going to be going down before we go up. But I want to kick off today with this particular topic, from FX Street. They talk about, XRP price had a good run this weekend, coming off the low of 62 cents from Friday. And then, talks about, shooting higher and where we're going at the moment. But what this failed to look at is, the lack of volume at the moment that is currently trending. And that there is a key sign that we're going to go down before we go up. So today I'm going to talk to you about all of these things, right? So we're going to talk about where we're at right now, where are we expected to go, and how we're going to get there. Now, in regards to some of the formations that I think we're going to be making, I think, XRP breakout retest had been playing out today. So when we look at this, right, I think we could potentially be going even a little bit lower. But for now, I think, let's have a look at this and then we'll come back to that and we'll talk about it. Now, of course, long term, what I'm talking about today does not impact long term, right? So long term, where we're going, where we're heading, everything that we're up to, we're still going to be going down this trajectory, but I want to talk to you about the next 24 hours. Now, when we talk about 24 hours, one of the key things I want to talk to you about is today this very simple graph. It's a very simple image. One of them is days, the other one is years. And we get too caught up in what happens in the day-to-day that we forget what happens over years. And so I want you to keep this in mind, because right now we're going to be hitting another resistance line, and then we're going to be breaking records, like 330, 550 and beyond. But what I don't want you to do is to cash out too early. And I've said this many times, right? And it's not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. What I'm saying here is that don't get caught up by, say you get in at 50 cents and it goes to $3.30, like, wow, this is great. Make sure that you do enough research on XRP to truly understand what it is that you hold. Now, we've been in this sort of trend for quite some time, right? So this has been going on for a while. I really want you to pay attention to how this is formed at the moment and the kind of pattern that it's building. And when we get to see where the blue lines are towards the bottom here, when we get to that, that's probably when we will, continue to go on the uptrend. But for the short term, we will go down. So it will go down, and we'll talk about exactly where can we expect it to go and what sort of things can we do. Now, of course, at this point in time, when things go down and prices go down, it's very easy to start to, lose faith in what you have and what you don't have. And that's why I wanted to bring it up and bring up this topic right now. What's really valuable in this particular game called the cryptocurrency space is to do your research and to understand what you hold, right? The price of the market and the consolidation that we're having right now, and the sort of prices that we're going to be hitting in a moment, in the next couple of days. That does not devalue what this company is doing, what they're up to, and what the XRP token will do. And so it's really valuable in times like this, if you're liquid, to get more, and if you're not liquid, to just simply wait and hold and be patient. So I wanted to bring that up because sometimes, we're creatures of habit. You see the price go down, you're like, this thing is crap, I'll just leave. The whole market is having a correction, so I just want you to clarify that and make sure you know that. Let's go into Atani. Let's see what Atani tells us today. So as we jump into Atani tonight, we can see what's happening at the moment, right? So from a daily basis, you look at the volume and it doesn't look too different. 2.63% down. It's not really anything groundbreaking that we need to be concerned about or worried about. But that is deceiving at the moment, because when we look at what Bitcoin is up to and the kind of prices that it's dropped, and then we look at the daily chart, the RSI, the MACD and the Bollinger, this looks pretty clean. But when we jump into the hour, this is when it starts to paint a very, very different picture. So we can see that, where we were at 68 thereabouts, already down to 66. It's taken quite a sharp drop. And this could be the start of this particular trend. Now, at the moment, the entire market is very, very confused about where we're going up, we're going down, we're going sideways, where we're going. And, there's all these memes coming out, like nobody knows what is happening at the moment. But what I can see is that on the hourly, we have taken a turn. And then when we look at the 4 hour, the 4 hour has actually gone into a bearish trend. And then when we look at the 12 hour, we can see, look at the volume at the moment on the 12 hour, like there's hardly any volume going on at the moment. And that there is a sign that things could go down before they go up. And so where can we go from here? Look, I think that the 50, 51, we've touched that before. And I don't know, I just don't see us going below 50. And again, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's, based on my perspective at the moment about where we're at. I can't see it, I can see us dropping and, maybe going like 58, 59, somewhere around that. But it would have to be quite a major turn for Bitcoin. But there's been so much support and so much resistance at that 32, 31 and a half and even high 30s that, where's it going to head? But from these indicators and where we're at the moment, based on these indicators, we will see. We will see. We can look. I'm not gonna say that 51 or 50 is out of the question. I think it can happen. Just be mindful and be ready for it. If you're a long-term holder, just simply hold. If you are looking to get in, perhaps waiting the next 24 hours might be a good idea for you. But again, back it up with your own research. This is one person's opinion. It's always important to back it up and figure out where your best entry point is. Let's have a look at some drawings and what they tell us. So when we do talk about drawings, we're going to kick off with this one tonight, and the key areas of interest, right? I don't think we're going to touch that 51 again. We'll probably go a little bit higher, like 52, 53. Won't just quite get to that low, but the key area of interest is this particular zone, and this zone here is between that 51 and 40. So that is a very critical zone. When we look at it from a different angle, this here looks like that particular angle. Now, this tonight, the green and the red are different, right? So you got the green as in, like we could be touching 41, and the red where, if we break out of 83, we continue to go up. But at the moment, to me, it looks more like a 41 cents trend than going to 83 cents. But the market has proven time and time again to surprise us. And so that's really, really important to look at it from that perspective. Now, when we look at what sort of formation we're building at the moment and where we're off to next, afterwards, obviously, we will be going towards the 70s and beyond. But for now, there are so many different patterns forming at the moment, and so many different ways that why going to 40 makes sense, 40, 51 and all that. And when I say 40, it'll be probably like, probably touch it for like a few moments and then it'll go back up to 50. So you got to be either have an auto bid ready to go. I don't think it will be at 40 for a while. Like I think it'll just be a bounce. So be mindful of that. And so again, where we're at now, like, going back to that 50 and maybe touching 40 before going, and then, then we'll go up and go and do that. So again, I wanted to bring that up because I mentioned here about the days and the years. And so the days, compared to the years are different, but what's happening on a daily does not change what's going to be happening on the long term as well. So we will be hitting all-time highs and smashing through them. Once we break out of that $1 mark and that key areas of interest, then we'll go towards 120 and beyond. And as we push forward, as we move forward and as we go past this particular point, then we will really start to see things ramp up. It's one of those patterns at the moment that we have to appreciate, and so be ready for 40. If you're liquid, it will be an amazing opportunity. And again, it's not financial advice, but do your research, understand what XRP is, and if you do get it at 40, you'll be very, very, very happy by the end of the year. Now, if you did learn something new on the videos today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.